Hey guys, it's Alyssa here, and today I shall be doing the 2 books with 1 stone book tag. This was created by Sean over at Sean the Book Maniac. Pretty old book tag, over a year old, and I just saw it and I wanted to do it, so we're gonna do it. I'm gonna be using my laptop, so this is why I'm angled this way. We're gonna have to rely heavily on Goodreads for this one because, hello, it has questions like that. First question is the second to last book that you read, and for me that would be Black Badge Volume 3 by Matt Kint and somebody else. Let me click on the book on Goodreads, that way I can tell you. And Tyler Jenkins. I ended up giving this 3 out of 5 stars. Really underwhelming series finale to what I thought would be a good payoff. Like, I kept going on with this series even though basically every volume was like 3, maybe 4 stars for me. But then I got to the end and I hated the ending. I thought it wrapped up way too well. I thought it wrapped in a nice little bow when it was like a really gritty series. And I felt like it just wasn't the appropriate ending and I felt cheated. So yeah. The next question is the second book from the top of your TBR, and I don't know what that means, to be honest. I guess he means from the top of, like he did in the video, the top of your May TBR. We'll go with the second book that I mentioned in my May TBR video, and that is The Last Resort by Carolyn Keene. Nature You and Hardy Boys Super Mystery. We're just gonna go with that. That'll be my answer, because I don't know. Is this video gonna be a mess? Probably. The third question is 2 2-star reads. Ooh, that's exciting. Everything by Nicola Yoon. I rated that 2 stars when I read it, and I stand by that rating. I think it's a problematic book, and I don't stand it in any capacity. Another 2-star read for me was a book I really expected to love, which was Wires and Nerve by Marissa Meyer. It's the first graphic novel in like the spin-off of the Lunar Chronicles, and it was terrible. It was awful. I hated it. I hated the storyline. I hated what they did with the characters. It felt so inauthentic to the series and the characters and everything we had been through. I hated it. I hated it. The next question is 2 great books by the same author, and I'm actually gonna go from my shelf. Those 2 books are My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante and The Lost Daughter by Elena Ferrante. I gave both of these 5 out of 5 stars. I was 100% shocked by how much I loved this. I love this and I expected to enjoy it and like it, but what was so interesting to me about both of these is that Elena loves to really touch on very complicated family dynamics and relationship dynamics and how flawed people are, and these like would be considered contemporary fiction probably, but they are so gritty and raw and kind of weird at times with the things and the motives behind the characters. But I was actually shocked by the end of The Lost Daughter, and it kind of like gave me a little chill by the end of it, which I wasn't expecting. And My Brilliant Friend just has so many complicated things going on in it that it's like watching a soap opera. I think they're very different works by her, but both really, really good. The next question is 2 bails or 2 books you'd wish you'd bailed on, or 2 books you hated. Ooh, okay, that's complicated. One of the biggest bails that I've ever done is The Collide by Kimberly McCreight. It is the 3rd book in the Outliers trilogy, and I was trash for those first 2 books. I loved it. I was like, this is gonna be one of my favorite series of all time, and I couldn't even get through the 3rd book because I hated how it was written. It was like, for some reason, dual point of view, and I don't understand why, because the 2 previous books hadn't been, and I just didn't like that at all, and I was really disappointed, and I never finished it. I DNF'd it, and it still makes me sad. Another book that I bailed on was Sadie by Courtney Summers. I had an arc of this at the time and when it came out, and a lot of people listened to it as an audiobook and really enjoyed it, and I didn't see the hype in the physical format. I just couldn't get into it. Period. Like, I liked the idea of the whole podcast element of it, but I didn't get it. Next question is 2 favorite reads so far this year. And I'm gonna go with a couple different books, like 2 different types of book. The first one is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, which I didn't expect to love nearly as much as I did. It definitely is in the top faves of my books of all time. I absolutely adored that book, and I relate to Eleanor on a level I hadn't expected. I stand by the fact that, honestly, character development wise, might be better than Pride and Prejudice. Just saying. And another favorite book was The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I just keep thinking about this book. That's why I'm going to mention it. I keep thinking about it. I think about this book once a week, probably. Next question is 2 new favorite booktubers. And for that, I'm going to go over to my subscriptions and look. Somebody I recently discovered is Angelica Renee. I really enjoy her channel. She's not on Twitter though, so I can't like follow her or anything. I think she might have Instagram, but I just kind of recently discovered her, and I just think she has like a really nice, chill personality, and I just really enjoy watching her videos. And I'm not new to her channel, but I'm gonna hype her up. This isn't a new channel for me. I'm watching her for a minute now, but I'm gonna talk about her because I freaking love her and I love all of her content. And that is Penny at Penelope the Paperback Cat. Penny, if you're watching this, I don't think I've ever described to you how much I enjoy your content, but she is so fun to watch. She is both calm, yet like kind of like quirky and funny. And I just feel, it's somebody that you like really love when like watching their content is like being at home. That's what watching all of her videos feels like. All of her vlogs are so great. And like, I'm not a huge vlog person. I like vlogs, don't get me wrong, I make vlogs, but with reading vlogs, sometimes like I can find myself distracted, but like Penny just like always be pulling in like full clutch. Like she comes in clutch and they are always so entertaining. And I think she has such original content, and I always love hearing her opinion on stuff. And I think she's just so supportive in the community, and love her. Penny, if you're watching this, I freaking love you. Next question is a book you've read twice, and for that we're gonna go with my most recent reread, and that was Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I love this series. I'm probably gonna reread the whole thing this year because I love this series that much. 9th question is 2 fabulous quotes from books you've read recently, and I don't know them off the top of my head. I do have a couple. I will insert a clip of me saying them, but I don't know off the top of my head. So give it away, Editing Alyssa. Hello, Editing Alyssa here. I'm here to show you just one quote because I couldn't find another one, but this is the most recent one that I keep thinking about. So here it goes. Despite what you have heard, being alone is not this great tragedy everyone makes it out to be. If nothing else, see it as an opportunity to reintroduce yourself, to relearn who you are today, to dream up all the people you would like to be for every tomorrow to come. Above all, find the value that lies in becoming your own best friend. And that is from Break Your Glass Slippers by Amanda Lovelace. Continue on with the video. Last question is to tag a number of booktubers. The total must be divisible by 2. I don't know who's done this and who hasn't. It's a year-old book tag. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this, I mean this sincerely. If you're watching this, please do it. I would love to see it. And let me know that you're planning on doing it, and I'll make sure I keep an eye out for it. I think it's such an interesting book tag. Thank you to Sean for creating it. I think it was fun. And that's all I got. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I shall see you in the next one. Bye.